Hey guys, HDvee here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got quite a few things to go over for Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet. We have some new Datamines for the Generation 9 games and then some speculation about what we can expect to see in 2023 for Pokemon as a whole. So quite a lot of stuff to talk about. If you're excited for the video though, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes, it really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new for daily Pokemon content. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way though, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, we have this tweet from Centro Leaks. They're just speculating here on what we could expect to see in 2023 for Pokemon. And they started off by saying, congrats, you made it to 2023. Here's our speculation on what lies ahead for Pokemon this year. Now, again, this is just speculation. None of this is confirmed, pretty much, unless you're talking about Scarlet and Violet DLC. But the rest of it, not been confirmed. But yeah, they start off with Scarlet and Violet DLC announced as soon as next week. So, Scarlet and Violet DLC hasn't obviously officially been confirmed, but the leakers have said it's happening. There's so many hints towards it in the base games. It's very much likely going to happen, and it's most likely going to happen this year, obviously. We're expecting 1 or 2 DLC packs, mainly about Area 0, and then whatever that top right location is on the map. And again, it could be announced as soon as like next week. We got the Sword and Shield announcement on the 9th of Jan for the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra, so it could happen again like that. We don't really know their promotional cycle for DLC because we've only had one other DLC like era to kind of go off. So they could easily announce it this month like they did with Sword and Shield, or they could just keep it for Pokemon Day, which is next month on the 27th of Feb. I personally think it's going to be next month, but again, they could shock and surprise us once again. So yeah, Scarlet and Violet definitely going to happen this year, like 99.9,000% confirmed. Anyway, Detective Pikachu sequel. There was been a lot of rumors last year about this getting released in May. I think there was people talking about it because it was like a job title or something. Someone had basically said that they'd worked on Detective Pikachu and it's going to have like an announcement or a release date like very, very soon in the new year. So yeah, this could easily get announced Pokemon Day as well. We're expecting Detective Pikachu this year. Again, Detective Pikachu isn't really something that I've ever really bothered to play. It's not really my kind of game. I'm not really looking forward to the next one, and I'm not really going to play the next one. But if you were a fan of the original, and obviously I was a fan of the movie, but it's a little bit different. But yeah, that should also be happening this year. Again, this is speculation, but it's got like actual, I guess, a little bit of evidence supporting it as well. They're saying another new spin-off. Now, this very well could happen because of the Riddler Coup tweet that we got a few days ago. We covered this in like yesterday's video or whatever. But obviously we had Riddler Coup saying, you know, saw people's unrealistic expectations for 23 projects, laughed my ass off, and some of them were restricted by former dead ones. And then he goes on to say, you know, okay, then what should we expect, sir? Should we have low or high expectations? And he goes on to say, depends. It's new, though. So we are getting something completely new this year for Pokemon. This isn't about the DLC because, again, I went over this in, like, yesterday's video. This is just a quick rundown. But we had, obviously, someone else saying, you know, thanks for the hint. Anything we can expect for Titan DLC? And he says it already teased the DLC. So, yeah, we are getting something new in 2023 for Pokemon. So we're expecting DLC for Scarlet and Violet and then something new completely. So that something new can't be Legends game, it can't be a Let's Go game because they aren't new. We've already had them in the past. The new spin-off game could be Rangers or something like that. Pokemon Ranger, maybe. I mean, a lot of people do want that. It could be, you know, dare I say, Coliseum, XD Gales of Darkness. I don't know if that would come under the consideration as new because obviously the games already exist. They just need a remaster. Or it could just be something completely different, like Legends was completely different to what we were ever expecting. So that was something completely new. We could get something like that. But yeah, more than likely gonna be a spin-off game, but we'll have to wait and see. But we are getting something new this year. And then Generation 10 starting full development at Game Freak for the next Nintendo console. Again, they won't tell us about this. This is just something that's going to be happening behind the scenes. Gen 10 will be for the next Nintendo console. It's not going to be for the Nintendo Switch. So yeah, I'm expecting big things for Gen 10 because it's going to be for the next Nintendo console. And then we also have the brand new anime that is debut in April and the Pokemon Home update in spring. Again, update for Home is going to be March, April, or May. We know that. They've confirmed it. While certainly 2023 will be nowhere close to the craziness that was 2022 with obviously Gen 9 and Legends Arceus, for Pokemon fans it should still be plenty fun. Stay tuned for a new league season soon. So yeah, these things are very much all likely gonna happen just based on the evidence and stuff. Again, we know we're getting DLC, Detective Pikachu from like job titles and stuff, another new spin-off from what Riddler Q posted here, very likely to happen, or something new anyway. It might not be a spin-off, it could just be something completely different. And then yeah, Gen 10 being worked on behind the scenes. They're probably already designing Mons now and got the location and everything like that and doing the story. Obviously it's going to take a few years for them to do it all, but yeah, that is what we could expect to see in 2023. And then 2024 is probably when we're going to see like Unova remakes or a Legends game or something like that. We'll have to wait and see, but yeah, can expect a lot of this for 2023, and I think that's a decent amount. You know, like we just had a crazy year for Pokemon. I think the DLC is going to bang. I think, you know, Detective Pikachu, I'm not going to play it, but people will still enjoy it. And then this new spin-off, I think there's a lot riding on this spin-off, and I think this spin-off potentially will be coming out in November. I think that Scarlet and Violet DLC will most likely come out like similar to how Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra did, so maybe get like a June release and like an October release or something like that. Or maybe if there's something else coming out in November, this could get pushed back a bit earlier, so we could get this in like May and then like September, and then we could get a new spin-off game in November. So that is likely to happen, but we'll have to wait and see. But either way, what are your thoughts on the 2023 kind of schedule for Pokemon? What are you expecting us to see? But again, that tweet kind of sums it up quite a bit. Next up, we have some new data mines for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. These are all about raid battles and Terra shields and stuff, and there's actually some really interesting information here. So again, this was tweeted out by Anubis, one of the main data miners in the community, and they tweeted out saying, while the Terra raid boss's shield is active, so obviously that's when you see this kind of glowing bar pop up on the health bar, and they've obviously got the shield, and it says, you know, they defended himself. Your final damage is reduced in this way. So if your Pokemon's not terrestrialized, it's 20%. If it's terrestrialized but the move is a different type, it's 35%. And then if it's terrestrialized and the move is the same type, it's 75%. So this damage value is rounded normally, so 0.5 rounds up, otherwise a round down. So this is the example of it. So as an example, if your fire move would normally have done 666 damage, it will do so 133 damage if you are not terrestrialized. So if you're just using a normal, if you're using the fire type move against this steel type Hariyama, again, it's going to do 133 damage. 233 damage if you are terrestrialized as a flying type, and then 500 damage if you are terrestrialized as a fire type, versus a Terra Raid Shield. So this isn't like, this is really good information. So if you're a fire type, and you're using like a fire type move, it'll do like 133 damage, but obviously if you terrestrialize and use a flying type, it actually does more damage. So if you're against the Terra Shield, it's actually useful to terrestrialize all the time, even if you're using a move that's not super effective on the Pokemon, because, you know, oh wow, so there's actually a point in terrestrializing even if you use a non-Terra move. So this is why terrestrializing against the shield is always really useful. So like I say, this person here is terrestrialized into an electric type attack, and if they use a different attack that isn't electric, it still like does more damage to the shield. So again, apparently that's just the data mine information. Really useful there about Terra Shield, especially if you're taking on like 7-star raids. You need to do all the damage that you can possibly do. Really interesting amount of damage you can do this. So yeah, really cool data mine. Just a little bit more information about Terra raids, etc. So again, shout out to Anubis there. Next up, we got some more Dream World art. This was posted by Soul Silver Art. This made me go on a wild chase for new Dream World / Pokemon Center art. I still haven't found the specific Pawmi, but I've never seen this Cyclozar, Titan, or Greavard. The Fido art even makes it almost look cute. I can't wait till we have all Gen 9 ones like this. So this is some new artwork for Pawmi, basically. And yeah, we've got some like new Titan art, stuff like that. It's just new kind of art and stuff for the Dream World. So yeah, hopefully we get all the art for the rest of the Pokemon, and your favorite Gen 9 Pokemon will get its like Dream World art hopefully posted soon. The crazy thing about the whole Gen 9 situation is they still haven't even announced like all the Pokemon. Like obviously they're in the game and stuff, but they haven't like officially revealed them and stuff like that. It's really weird. So I don't know if they're waiting for like Pokemon Day or something or whatever, but it's just weird. Like they haven't dropped a trailer yet with like all the other Mons and stuff, and I thought they would have done that for Christmas, but either way, not the case. Next up, this is just something I thought I'd include in today's video. It's not Pokemon related, but I thought it was a little bit interesting because it did obviously involve Nintendo. So Bandai looking to hire more staff for a 3D action game in collab with Nintendo. So you might remember some months ago that a job listing popped up at Bandai Namco for a 3D action game remaster that was tied to Nintendo. It appears another job listing for that game has just popped up, although it doesn't really give us any new details. So Bandai Namco has posted a job listing for a planner to work on a 3D action game with/for Nintendo. Just like last time, we don't get any specifics on what the game is or really any concrete details. That said, it does seem likely this job is tied to the same 3D action remaster mentioned in April 2022. Finally, as a reminder, we don't know what platform this project is for either. Normally we'd suspect the Switch, but there's no mention of the Switch on this job listing or the previous one. We'll keep scouring Bandai Namco's job listings to hopefully glean specifics in the near future. So yeah, could be like a Kid Icarus or something like that, but we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, though, that is going to be everything for today's video. I think I spoke so much in this video, my lord. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider hitting the like button down below. Let's try and hit 500 likes. Leave a comment with your thoughts on the 2023 schedule. Do you think this is going to be something we do get, or do you think it's going to be something completely different? And then, of course, let me know your thoughts on the new Datamines information. But that is everything from me. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. And until next time, have a good one, and peace.